Join the meeting. Join the meeting. Join the meeting. Join. Please. Join.
Hail this land of glory. We the Amazonians, special loyalty. Praises to our Savior who granted us the freedom. Allegiance to the hero who brought the land we gather. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in a nation, flowing with earth and holy. Glory to the Father for making you a nation, a joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meet in our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meet in our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation.
Thank you for joining. I'm going to bring you some excerpt of the president's speech and some of the highlights of what the president mentioned. So please just stay put. We're going to be analyzing the speech as I bring them up, those highlights. Okay. Thank you all for joining. Okay.
Recognize factions or movements should have identities unique to themselves and not impersonate any other group. Such groups will have a legitimate right to exist, to function, and to belong. Recognize factions or movements should have identities unique to themselves and not impersonate any other group. Such groups will have a legitimate right to exist, to function, and to belong.
Yeah, we've heard what the president just said, that those groups must be accepted and recognized, because you know the La Republic government just bring up some groups, they create their own groups and said, oh, these are legitimate groups. We have to recognize those groups. They have to have establishment before we can work with them in terms of collaboration, unity, negotiation, and any other thing that we have to do. Okay, that was the president's point, and I accept with that, because we've seen a lot of groups come up like the CDN. They just go. We never knew what they were about. They are not member of any LGA or county. They are not member of the Restoration Council. They are not member of any other group. They just came up and they are going to Canada to represent Amazonians. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
Inclusive process. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, our decision to stay away wasn't taken hastily or with emotions. We embarked on a lot of consultations, both within and without the inclusive process. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, our decision to stay away wasn't taken hastily or with emotions. We embarked on a lot of consultations, both within and without the inclusive process. Trust me, ladies.
Okay, you have heard what the president just said, Okay, the absence for the Canada discussions or negotiation or talk wasn't because of any emotions. It was a thorough, thoughtful meeting that we had at the interim government, and the discussions we concluded with the Restoration Council and all the different parts. We talked to the ARFs, and this is what it entails. It's not one person's discussion not to go to a negotiation. It's consultation. Okay, that's why the president was not there. We had no representation there. Okay, and that is what happened. Okay.
Understanding is the form of state as in one Cameroon. One Cameroon. Fellow Amazonians, I think that God has endowed me with a rare spirit of discernment. I know good intentions when I see them. Understanding is the form of state as in one Cameroon. One Cameroon. Fellow Amazonians, I think that God has endowed me with a rare spirit of discernment. I know good intentions when I see them. Understanding is the form of state as in one Cameroon. One Cameroon.
Yes, the president is talking about the form of state that was supposed to be discussed there. Okay, the form of state as in one Cameroon was what the president was saying, that it is not good enough for discussion, because we expect the Republic to go to the negotiation table without preconditions, without pre-existing ideas, or like go to discuss their Grand National Dialogue. Okay, it's just like promoting what they did at the Grand National Dialogue, whereas it failed. There's nothing that came up from the National Dialogue. So why should we go and endorse the National Dialogue? It doesn't make sense. Okay, that is why the president was talking about that. Okay,
I have suggested that if the Canadian and Cameroon governments think that the Canadian or Quebec example is what is good for Cameroon and Southern Cameroons, then the way to go about it, I have suggested that if the Canadian and Cameroon governments think that the Canadian or Quebec example is what is good for Cameroon and Southern Cameroons, then the way to go about it, I have suggested that if the Canadian and Cameroon governments think that the Canadian or
yes, the Canadian example is something that has been discussed in many areas about the way Canada and Quebec are living together, in a confederation style. We all know that even the current prime minister is from Quebec. Okay, they have had 2 referendums already. So we have had 1 referendum before, right? So why not another referendum? Because it's just like asking the people, okay, do you still wish to be in this union? Many countries have gone through referendums. Quebec has had 2 referendums within Canada, right? Because they know they don't belong to Canada. They are part of the system, but they have their own culture, their own system, their own government, their own parliament. That is how it works. Okay, so it's not about forcing people to stay with you or to live with you when they don't want to live with you, or they don't feel as to they think that the time is right for them to stay by themselves. Okay,
express a strong desire to decide for themselves. A referendum, as in Quebec, has been the answer. Recent cases include the United Kingdom and the European Union, Scotland, Quebec. Bougainville express a strong desire to decide for themselves. A referendum, as in Quebec, has been the answer. Recent cases include the United Kingdom and the European Union, Scotland, Quebec. Bougainville expressed a strong desire to decide for themselves.
Yes. So we've heard about those examples that have held referendum before. They were freely asked to choose. Okay, there's no problem with that. They were freely asked to choose between staying within the system or having an independent country on their own. Okay, it's as simple as that. So why should our case be different? Okay, why should our case be different?
Process in the world. It puts an end to all the tricks and manipulation of international opinion. It will automatically bring about a ceasefire once both sides understand that the solution does not lie in the gun. Process in the world. It puts an end to all the tricks and manipulation of international opinion. It will automatically bring about a ceasefire once both sides understand that the solution does not lie in the gun. Process in the world. It puts an end to all the tricks and manipulation of international opinion. It will automatically.
Absolutely correct. The negotiation will only help to stop the war, right? All the manipulation, everything. If La Republic really want to stop the war, it's about they started the war and they have to know, they have to think if they want to end it. Okay, it's not on us; it's on the La Republic government because they declared it and they are still fighting it. The day they think that they are tired of the war, fine and good. They are gonna end the war, okay? And the war is gonna end on a solution. It's a solution. Okay? It's about solution. Yes.
Only at such a moment, again, only at such a moment would the ongoing Canadian meeting be deemed appropriate and qualify our participation or the participation of this interim government. Like Quebecians, ladies and gentlemen, like only at such a moment, again, only at such a moment would the ongoing Canadian meeting be deemed appropriate and qualify our participation or the participation of this interim government. Like Quebecians, ladies and gentlemen, like only at such a moment, again, only at such a moment.
That's a good idea. So you heard. So he's trying to give a kind of resemblance about the Quebecians. Okay, if to make the Canadian talks really deemed necessary is when they can suggest something like a referendum that the people of Southern. But what we are talking here is about the people of Southern Cameroon need to decide what they want. Okay, it's not any other person deciding what they want for the people of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. That is what the president is saying. And if you want to give people an opportunity to choose for themselves, because the point is that, they say, okay, yeah, we freely choose to join them, right? Okay, yes. So now let the people freely decide to do what they want. Okay? Let the people decide what they want. Freely choose, freely decide what they want for themselves. Okay?
To the government of Canada to use its good offices, proven commitment and dedication to peace between the two Cameroons to kindly transmit to its international partners and the Republic of Cameroon the firm position to the government of Canada to use its good offices, proven commitment and dedication to peace between the two Cameroons to kindly transmit to its international partners and the Republic of Cameroon the firm position to the government of Canada to use its good offices, proven commitment and dedication to peace between the two Cameroons to kindly transmit to its international partners and the Republic of Cameroon the firm position.
Good. That is the position of the interim government and the people of Ambazonia, that the letter that was sent, the message that was sent to the Canadian government and the people and the La Republique government is the position of the interim government and the people of Southern Cameroon, that we want the international community to give the people of Southern Cameroon and Ambazonia a chance to decide for themselves. Okay? A chance to decide for themselves what they want for themselves. Okay? Not any other person deciding what they want for them. Okay?
In just 1 month, we have been able to do things that should serve as an indication to you that if you trust me, or should you trust me with your money, you will see the result. In just 1 month, we have been able to do things that should serve as an indication to you that if you trust me, or should you trust me with your money, you will see the result. In just 1 month, we have been able to do things that should serve as an indication to you.
So the president is saying, we have a lot of projects at hand, but you should trust him with your money. The president has a lot of good ideas, a lot of projects. And if you trust him and give him your own might, you see the effect. You've seen the 1 month and 2 months that he has been in office. You have seen things that have happened. But because of the meager resources that he has and the interim government has, so it's very difficult to carry out projects. But the plan of action is already there. A lot of things are already put in place. All what they need now is just the financial side of it. The morale is there, the courage is there, everything is there. Okay? So thank you very much. Okay? And yeah, we'll be right back after the short break of this musical interlude. Okay? Yep.
Suffer
Thank you. You know, it's very obvious that the La Republic government are planning something to have an inheritance to take over Bia. And that is why you see the regime is trying to do whatever they can, okay, to bring up some kind of means to fast track the political system, okay? They want to fast track something that they can do whatever they can so that they can, okay? But it's very difficult for you to dodge the responsibility of a smooth and genuine negotiation process. You cannot fast track that, okay? You can use whatever means you can, but if you don't go through the train of negotiation, the process of negotiation, it will not work out, okay? That is why we are telling them. The president just mentioned that if they want to come with a smooth and genuine negotiation process, they should come, okay? They have to follow that process. That is how negotiation works. Negotiation is not about trying to dodge away from reality or the truth, okay? Yeah. La Republic can do whatever they want, okay? But the Amazonian people know what they want. We know what we want, okay? Somebody cannot tell you what you want from other than what you know you want, right? So no matter what is going on, no matter what La Republic is doing, they're trying to delay the negotiation process. It doesn't work like that, okay? It doesn't work like that, okay? I can see those who are watching. Thank you for watching. I can see those who are watching through YouTube. Those who are watching through Facebook. Thank you for watching. I can see you guys. Yeah, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Yes, let's go to the next topic. The next topic here is this issue that we know Frank Bia. I like the last person just mentioned something interesting. That it's better to deal with the devil you know. You know, that is the setup. You heard from the report. It's just like father, like son kind of transition, you know. And if we continue like that, it's so difficult for you to tell what experience, I can say experience or skills does Frank Bia has. For example, he has never led any organization. He has never been anything. The only thing he was in charge of, and he is still in charge of, is about timber. He is in charge of every timber in the whole of Cameroon. So timber, when timber leave the bushes, the forest, it goes straight to the train station. Train station, it goes to the airport, to the seaport. What is he controlling? He only collects the money from timber. The father just gave him timber that he would take the money for timber and be eating the money. That's all he was doing. So all timber in Cameroon is controlled by Frank Bia. So what experience does he have to rule people? Nothing. And that is the failure of most African countries today, where they just take the sun and put the Homa Bongo, bam, Obiangema of Equatorial Guinea, bam, Kabila, bam. In Kenya, you had Uhuru Kenyatta, bam. It's go on and on. Kabila, the same thing, on and on. It's just the same thing, but we are talking of experience, and first we are talking of the constitutionality too. Okay, if you talk of experience, you go to constitutionality, you go of capability and competence. All those things come in to tell you where is the country going again. La Republic will be going somewhere else. Okay, if any new leader is coming to La République, it should be a leader that is coming to solve the problem of Southern Cameroon. Because but if the leader comes to continue the legacy of Paul Biya, then from 2025, if the leader is coming, that's why we are concerned about the leadership. We're always concerned because if the leader comes to continue what Paul Biya is doing, then it will be a big problem for them. Because we want a leader that can bring peace. A leader that should not continue in the footsteps of Paul Biya. I don't care who is it. It can be Eto'o, it can be Frank Biya, it can be whoever. Okay? Because our history does not change. Our history is there. Okay? I will play this guy. This guy is Maitre Momo. He's now one of the ministers in La République. He made this statement before he was appointed a minister. But he was very honest about the history of Southern Cameroon.
La chose est simple, c'est que les promesses n'ayant pas été tenues, les anglophones ont été abusés. Voyez-vous, pourquoi on en arrive à la République unie, alors que la constitution de la République fédérale avait stigmatisé que la forme de l'État ne changera pas. La constitution le dit, que la forme fédérale de l'État, on ne la touchera pas. Il y a un article qui le dit. Malheureusement, on fait une autre constitution en 1972 en ignorant l'article qui a cimenté la relation avec le côté anglophone. La forme fédérale de l'État n'est pas susceptible de changer, n'est pas en débat. Et toute question relative à la forme de l'État est irrecevable. C'est écrit, noir et blanc.
Alors, Maître Momo, nous sommes d'accord avec ce que vous dites, mais dès le départ, quand même, il faut le dire, le Cameroun a été divisé à cause de la colonisation. Il y a eu la colonisation.
I want you to understand this because Maitre Momo said something very important. Okay, he mentioned that in 1972, the federal constitution was well stipulated that the form of the state and the constitution should not be changed. Okay, but what happened in 1972? Okay, what happened in 1972? Because that was the modality of we joining La République, the form of state. It was a federal constitution, federal system. The Southern Cameroon and the La République of Cameroon, they had a joint federal agreement that nothing should be changed in this system. But what happened in 1972? That's what Maitre Momo is saying. He's saying that Aidjo came now and changed the system. Okay, the federal constitution, it was well spelled out. Nothing should change. The constitution, the form of state should not be changed. Okay, that is why even if they are talking about any federal system now, it can never be 10-state federation. That's not. That's why nobody can say that will divide Northwest. They say Northwest, Southwest, put in Littoral, put all that. It cannot be like that. The form of state cannot be changed. They cannot take us. They say they will take us, put with West Province, Littoral, and put 3-state federation. What's all that? You cannot change the people's culture when we have a form of legal system, an educational system that you cannot come and mix it together. You cannot do that. I hear people saying that they'll carry this thing and put there. It cannot work like that. It cannot work like that. It cannot work like that.
Chose simple. Sous la forme fédérale.
Tout à fait.
Que bon, il y a eu les Anglais d'un côté, du côté anglophone, et les francophones.
C'est pas une mauvaise chose si on veut quand même réunir les deux parties.
Mais il y avait déjà l'unification. La fédération, c'est quoi? C'est l'unification. Il y a eu la réunification. Oui. La réunification, c'est en 1973. Oui. Mais la réunification sous la forme fédérale. Tout à fait. Maintenant, en 1972, vous avez cassé, brisé cette fédération. Oui. C'est l'unification.
Oui, tout à fait.
Pourquoi vous pensez que la fédération, c'est une séparation? La fédération n'est pas séparation. il y a eu l'unification, la réunification des deux États en 1961.
Ouais.
Et donc maintenant, en 1972, parce qu'on a trouvé le pétrole à Limbé, dans la partie anglophone,
Ouais.
les Français qui étaient encore au pouvoir au Cameroun et qui sont toujours encore au pouvoir au Cameroun jusqu'à ce jour, ont manœuvré avec Aïdjo pour créer l'État unitaire en violation de la Constitution fédérale, en violation de l'article qui est le ciment,
Ouais.
qui était le ciment de la réunification, pour pouvoir s'accaparer du pétrole de Limé. Parce qu'on a vu que si alors que dans l'État fédéral,
Ouais.
les biens de chaque État lui
Qui
appartiennent.
appartiennent.
Comme je vous ai parlé de
Yes, I want to come in here because there are one thing I want to let you people understand. The petrol of Southern Cameroon is found by Indian. It's Indian. It's not in Limbe. That they don't know because as they put Sonara there, they think that Sonara is that where the petrol is Indian in Bakassi area. It's not in Limbe. Limbe is just a refinery that is found there. Okay. Another point I want to make. He said because they discover oil. Yes, that is when Aïdjo had to cancel that federal system. So, who is to be blamed now? How can you cancel a federal system? Now you are blaming the people of Southern Cameroon for leaving. Who is to be blamed? You have to blame yourself because you canceled the federal system. It's not the people of Southern Cameroon that canceled the federal system. We did not cancel the federal system. We were ready to stay in that system so long as we were allowed, we had our own government, we had our own Southern Cameroon House of Assembly. We were the one controlling our police station. Our police forces were controlled by our people. You saw Foncha in the photo there. We were controlling everything. It was under our control. Okay, but what I probably want to do now is to give us nothing. But let's just stay with them and they go and write one Cameroon. One Cameroon how? So you'll be one controlling. We want to eat. You tell us what to eat. The federal system allows every person to control what belongs to them. Imagine you are adults. You want to go to the restroom, you have to ask permission. You want to do anything, you ask for permission. It doesn't work like that. So La Republic cannot tell us that what was in 1972 they cannot come now or cannot happen when they are the one who destroyed the system. I just destroyed it. It's not us. Listen to Metro Momo. Metro Momo knows some Cameroon history. He is now the minister of government. This guy talking now is a minister in La Republic government now. So he's not lying. He knows the history.
C'est simple, c'est clair. Il demande qu'on revienne au statu quo ante, qu'on revienne à la constitution du départ,
Ouais.
qu'on analyse l'article inamovible qui était le ciment de la fondation de l'union, de l'union, parce qu'il y a union. Ne croyez pas, comme je vois dans le quartier, les gens pensent que le fédéralisme va diviser les gens. Mais les gens sont comment? Ils ne comprennent pas que c'est une union toujours, mais sauf que c'est la forme de l'État qui change, qui donne le pouvoir à l'État fédéral, aux États fédéraux, chacun d'avoir une certaine autonomie. Ouais. Il n'y a pas un plus grand bien qui ne puisse arriver au Cameroun. Et d'ailleurs, c'est pour ça que ce que les sécessionnistes ont dit. Ils ont dit, l'État fédéral ayant été dissous, l'État unitaire appartient maintenant à la France. Et ils appellent le pouvoir de Yaoundé le pouvoir colonial français. Et c'est vrai, c'est les Bolloré qui vivent ici, qui agissent ici. Vous avez une entreprise, quand on dit investissement, vous allez voir les Bolloré, ils ne payent pas les impôts ou ils payent moins, ils ne payent pas le personnel, c'est eux qui font garder le SMIC à peine à 35 000 francs ici, alors qu'ailleurs, juste ici au Gabon, en Guinée équatoriale, le dernier manœuvre est payé à 150 000 francs. D'accord? Donc c'est eux qui font ça. Et les sécessionnistes ont dit ceci. Vous les francophones, restez avec la France si vous voulez. Et laissez-nous. Ou si vous voulez qu'on continue ensemble, quittez la France-Afrique, quittez les Français, et venez, on construit notre maison sans eux. Est-ce qu'un discours comme ça n'est pas compréhensible?
C'est une information peut-être qu'on n'avait pas.
Oui, c'est leur discours, c'est le raccourci de leur discours. Il faut que les gens disent la vérité. La vérité, c'est ça. La vérité, c'est que les francophones sont toujours liés à la France, qui spolient tous les biens, et eux, ils n'ont rien. Depuis le pétrole de Limé jusqu'au gaz de Bakassi, tout le pétrole Bakassi, et tout ce qu'il y a dans la zone. La zone est riche, mais ils ne peuvent pas se développer. Parce que, regarde comment on a écrit même dans la Constitution.
Maitre, thank you for that analysis. If you know, it is very clear. He even explained it to that lady, that journalist there, until the journalist was being confused. You see, Maitre Momo was going ahead of that lady, trying to explain it even further. That what the people of Southern Cameroon wants is, if La République want to remain with France, good and fine, they can stay with France. Okay? But because Southern Cameroon has no link with France, we don't have no link. We are with Commonwealth. Okay? But if La République want to stay with France, good and fine. Okay? But if they want to stay with us, they should go back to the root cause. The root cause. The terms of joining together in 1961. Okay? The terms of joining, the root cause, go back there and see where the problem starts. Okay? The terms of joining, that is what is very important. Okay? That Maitre Momo is saying there. And he's very, very right. Okay? He's right. He's right.
Chose simple, c'est le système centralisé de l'État qui ne nourrit que les Blancs, la France en l'occurrence. C'est ça la vérité.
Alors, Maître Momo, on a eu cette information ce matin, qu'on pourrait appeler information de dernière minute. La population anglophone réclame une présidence rotative ou régionalisée.
Est-ce que ce n'est pas normal? Est-ce que ce ne serait pas une revendication normale que eux aussi? Est-ce que tu as dit que, comme on vient à l'Union, le président sera toujours francophone? Je crois qu'il faut tenter aussi un président anglophone. Pourquoi on n'a que deux présidents pendant presque 60 ans? 60 ans, deux présidents. L'un fait son temps, 23 ans, et donne la passe à l'autre qui est déjà à 34 ans. Après, il va donner la passe à quelqu'un d'autre encore qui va faire quoi? Et les anglophones, qu'est-ce qu'ils gagnent? Attendez, quand nous nous mettons ensemble dans nos tontines, dans nos organisations sociétales, mais ça, on met l'argent en commun, vous gagnez pour acheter ce que vous voulez. Après, demain, c'est mon tour, non? Pourquoi, dans une sorte de djangui, parce que la politique n'a djangui, comme a dit Achou, pourquoi dans ce djangui, il n'y a que les francophones qui vont toujours prendre la mise, et les anglophones ne prendront jamais rien? Est-ce que ce serait juste? Est-ce que ce serait équitable? Est-ce que ce serait justice? Ce ne serait pas juste, ni justice. Il faut que les gens apprennent à le comprendre et à l'accepter. Et moi, ce qui me fait mal, c'est que je vois les francophones qui sont là à critiquer les anglophones, alors que les anglophones, précisément, ont le courage de se battre pour nous. Et nous, on ne fait rien. Nous subissons la même chose. Vous aussi, Madame Manuela, vous ici, qui travaillez ici, vous subissez le contre-coup. Ça profite à tout le monde. Soutenir la cause anglophone, c'est soutenir la cause du Cameroun contre les prédateurs du Cameroun, y compris les prédateurs internes et les prédateurs externes. Voilà la vérité. Soutenir la cause francophone, anglophone. C'est soutenir la cause francophone. C'est soutenir la cause des misérables, des pauvres, des sans-abri. C'est soutenir le changement. Il faut un changement dans ce pays. Il faut une politique qui tienne compte de l'être humain. Il faut une politique qui tienne compte des habitants qui habitent ici. Il ne faut pas que l'Afrique soit toujours considérée comme un puits de pétrole. Il faut que l'Afrique et le Cameroun soient considérés comme un continent où des hommes vivent. Parce que quand les gens, comme les Bolloré, ou les gens qui ont les sociétés de bananes à Djombe, quand ils paient les gens à 35 000 francs là, 35 000 francs mon ami, ça n'atteint même pas un euro. Hein? Ah oui, ça atteint combien d'euros là? Ça atteint pas 10 euros? Ça peut atteindre 10 euros, 650 pour la machine. Bon, enfin, on va dire ça comme 100 euros. À peine, ça n'atteint pas 100 euros.
100 euros, oui, voilà.
Est-ce que quelqu'un en France, en Europe, peut vivre avec 100 euros de salaire? 100 euros, c'est 65 000 francs. Alors que le SMIC chez nous, c'est 50 euros, c'est-à-dire la moitié.
La moitié.
50 euros. Mais n'exagérez pas. Le peuple est un peuple d'esclaves. Le peuple francophone et le peuple anglophone sont des esclaves au profit de l'impérialiste, au profit de l'impérialiste et de ses soutiens locaux et de ceux qu'ils ont mis au pouvoir. Voilà la vérité. Pourquoi on veut tronquer ça? Le problème anglophone, c'est notre problème. C'est le problème des francophones. C'est le problème des gens qui vivent mal. C'est le problème des gens qui ont été spoliés de leurs droits. C'est le problème de tous les Camerounais qui vivent mal.
Ouais.
Il ne faut pas croire que c'est le problème anglophone, c'est notre problème. C'est le mal vécu, c'est la mauvaise gouvernance, c'est la mauvaise répartition des richesses nationales qui crée le problème anglophone. D'ailleurs, qui crée le problème camerounais. C'est un problème camerounais, ce n'est pas simplement un problème anglophone. Et moi, je suis Bamenda, je suis anglophone. Je suis entièrement acquis à la cause anglophone, qui est ma cause à moi-même. Parce que c'est mon mal-vivre, mon vécu quotidien, mais ce que j'aurais pu avoir et que je n'ai pas, qui fait que je soutienne cette cause, parce que nous sommes ensemble, nous vivons la même misère.
Merci
à cause d'un même régime.
Merci à vous.
Thank you, Maître Momo. Mais if I was in Yaoundé, I would have given you something. I would have given you even something, man. Even one wine, eh? So, because you just hit it. You just hit it on the points, okay? Maître Momo just tell us exactly the hardcore of what Southern Cameroon is. Because most of these francophones and people in La République, they don't understand why the Southern Cameroon people are fighting for. They don't know. So Maître Momo was someone who can reason, okay? But now he's a minister. He's a minister now in charge of justice. That's the minister of justice. And the presidency, that's him. So he said, okay, the first point that I want to mention that he said, okay, he talked about 60 years. We had just 2 presidents. 60 years. How many countries in the world has just 2 presidents for 60 years? Just imagine. That's what he's saying. And he made it like, he said, politics is like Jangi. Okay? It have to be rotative. And that is the agreement. This is not about even it's about rotative presidency. Okay? It's about rotative presidency. It's not that the like public people will be there for 60 years. Then after that, Frank Biya is coming to take in another 60 years. Paul Biya is there 40 years. Aijo was there 25 years. Imagine, that is almost how many years? And you want us to just stay like that? No, just sit there. Don't worry, sit there. Eh? Frank Biya will come and take in from there another 40 years. How can you be in such a country? Who can stay in such a country? He is saying the same thing. Okay? He is saying the Southern Cameroon people have the courage. And the Southern Cameroon, this fight is not only about the Southern Cameroon. He said this fight is to help even the Francophones, the people that have nothing to, those people that does not have voice. He said this is for them too. It's not only about for the people of Southern Cameroon. This fight is for everybody. Okay? He said those companies there, like Bolloré, he mentioned Bolloré. Bolloré is the one controlling the seaport. Bolloré is the one controlling the train station. Total, all these companies, Orange, these are French companies. What is really wrong with us or the people of La République that they cannot have their own companies? What does it take for 2 people or 3 people to join and form their company like Orange? Or like they put the people in charge. The French people don't even pay taxes. That's what he said. He said Bolloré does not pay tax. But Bolloré is the one controlling all containers. All containers entering La Republique in Douala seaport is controlled by Bolloré. Imagine the billions and billions of CFA that is living there. You bring one 20-foot container, 40-foot container with 2 cars inside. You put some stuff inside there. They will charge you 10 million. One car. Tell me if that is not too... Because in some other countries, when you bring new cars, if you bring newer cars, the custom duty is less, right? But instead, in La Republique, people would prefer to bring old cars because if you bring new car, they'll kill you. Now, people abroad, most people prefer to bring an old car. Cars that they have used in Europe and America here for 10 years. That's a car people want to bring because the custom duty will be less. Instead, some other African countries have changed the system. Like Ghana. In Ghana, if you bring a new car, they'll give you very lower custom duty. So encourage people to bring newer cars. Okay? That's how it's supposed to be. When you see us stop even bringing cars back there because they used to kill us. You bring a car like that that you want to come and even give to your family members or maybe you sell. The price of the custom duty is a killer. Why can our people encourage diaspora to come back home and invest? As they see cars, what they do is that some custom officers even go and plan. If they love your car, they'll go and plan. They'll just, if that car, maybe the car, you can remove that car for 2 million. But they go and plan now and give you like 5 million or 8 million. Then now, what you do is that you abandon the car at the airport, at the seaport. You abandon the car because you don't have money. And you cannot ask the car to come back. No, you abandon the car there. So many people have abandoned their containers there only because of this custom duty. How do you encourage people to come and invest back home? You bring stuff that you want to come and open like a hospital. You want to come and give medications. You bring things that you even want to come and give to people. They will still charge you custom duty, high custom duty. Everything is controlled by Bolloré. And it's a French company there. It's not even La République. So, you see, how do you have good cars? That's why cars are expensive. One car that has been used in Europe here and in America for 10 years, you bring it there, it will be expensive because of the custom duty, right? It's crazy. He also mentioned about salary. Salary that they pay people that are doing farming. This French banana plantation that they do in the banana plantation there. $30 for 1 month. $30 for 1 month. But they'll be working there. They work these guys like crazy. Like that is another form of slavery. Yes, because how many people in France can earn that kind of salary? How many people? But when they bring their companies there, they come and put everybody on meager salary. $30, $50, 50,000. Sorry, 50,000, 30,000 for 1 month. But they'll be working them all through the month. People are working CDC. All these companies, they'll be working these guys. They don't make no money. That's the sad side of it. Okay? It's sad. Then, the factories that were abandoned. This is one example of factories that were abandoned in La République. It's the same thing that they have abandoned many factories here. Take a look at this one.
L'intérieur de l'usine de la SCAM de Fumbout. Vous pouvez apercevoir des machines. Plusieurs milliards de francs CFA d'investissement. Projet parrainé par la SNI, le sultan roi de Bamoun et plusieurs autres personnalités. Pourquoi l'usine est tombée? Pourquoi l'usine a été abandonnée? Aujourd'hui, nous pouvons encore nous interroger. Voilà les machines. Voilà les appareils, voilà les machines. Des milliards de francs CFA d'investissement. Plusieurs dizaines de milliards. Toutes les machines sont là. Pourquoi ne pas la relancer? Pourquoi avoir abandonné cette usine? L'intérieur de l'usine de la SCAN de Fumbutu. Vous pouvez apercevoir des machines. Plusieurs milliards de francs CFA d'investissement. Projet parrainé par la SNI, le sultan roi de Bamoun et plusieurs autres personnalités. Pourquoi l'usine est tombée? Pourquoi l'usine a été abandonnée? Aujourd'hui, nous pouvons encore nous interroger. Voilà les machines. Voilà les appareils, voilà les machines. Des milliards de francs CFA d'investissement. Plusieurs dizaines de milliards. Toutes les machines sont là. Pourquoi ne pas la relancer? Pourquoi avoir abandonné cette usine?
Wow, this is that's a company, right? Abandoned. That's a Fuman. The guy says it's a tomato company or something producing tomato and some other stuffs. But that's how it is. They will be looking for people now to come and privatize the things, and you see, it's just poor management. It's just form of mismanagement. Okay, that's how Southern Cameroon, all companies that we had, all currently like this, we don't even have one company that we can be proud of, except CDC, that because they have a palm tree that is planted there, they cannot remove the palm trees. If CDC was like some other company, then it would have been gone because of mismanagement. These people. Marketing board was there. Marketing board was managing all the cocoa and coffee in the region there, in our region there. They mismanaged it, and finally marketing board went. If Sonara currently, they're not even paying tax to Limbe and our era. They don't pay tax. They go and pay tax in Douala. Ask me why, I don't know. There is a pipeline going under there, go to from Limbe to La Republique Douala. That's how they pay their taxes. But that is the mismanagement we're talking about. When you see these people, they prefer to kill people than to allow us to go back to the federal system. You know what it means. They don't want to give out that benefit that they have. That's greed. That's how greedy we are, you know, greed. They prefer to kill as many of our people than to give us that opportunity. No way. They said, no, better all man die. They'll go put their troops. So all these military that are coming there now are only because of that. They want to remain in power and keep people under bondage. That's what happened. Bia has taken the best number 10, top 10 of the worst dictators.
11 worst dictators in the world right now. None of these leaders are monarchs.
Bia is
Yet
there.
they have been miraculously winning elections for decades. In fact, all of the men on this list assumed power in the 20th century. Let's meet them at a safe distance. 11. Vladimir Putin, Russia. In office since 1999, Putin has turned Russia into a pariah. The Council of Europe labeled his government terrorist. Putin's war against Ukraine has been marked by war crimes. Yet things in Russia aren't much better. Under Putin, people can get jailed for any arbitrary reason. Corruption and police violence
Putin is number one
endemic.
on the list.
10. Ismail Omar Gula, Djibouti. In office since 1999, Djibouti became independent in 1977. In all the years since, it's only been ruled by two men. The first was Gula's uncle. Gula's family occupies all the top positions. They've sold control over all major ports to China. There is no opposition or independent media left to question it. 9. Denis Sassou Nguesso, Republic
Sassou
of the
Nguesso,
Congo,
number 9?
in
Wow.
office since 1997.
He is playing a good
Nguesso
game,
is
good
friends
match.
with Putin,
Sassou
and winner
Nguesso
of a
of
civil
Congo.
war. Here's one story that explains everything. In 2006, Nguesso and his entourage were in New York City for a UN assembly. They occupied 44 rooms at the Waldorf Astoria. Total bill, $400,000. Number of Congolese living below poverty line, 70%. 8. Alexander Lukashenko, Belarus, in office since 1994. Lukashenko has turned Belarus into a Soviet Disneyland. There's the KGB, the death penalty, the staged workers' rallies. Lukashenko's closest ally and benefactor is Putin. Millions of Belarusians have fled the country. 7. Emomali Rahman, Tajikistan, in office since 1992. Rahman has maintained his grip on power through a 5-year civil war. A special law gave him the title of founder of peace and national unity, leader of the nation. Tajikistan is the poorest ex-Soviet state, but escaping it is almost impossible. 6. Isaias Afwerki, Eritrea, in power since 1991. Isaias is the sole power in Eritrea. He heads the only party, the judiciary, and the military. Eritrea is a full-on, totalitarian state. Even the UN has accused Isaias of crimes against humanity. 5. Yoweri Museveni, Uganda, in office since 1986. Museveni managed to topple 2 presidents in his lifetime. He likes to project a democratic image. Yet his critics, even famous ones, tend to disappear. In 2021, Ugandan novelist Kakwinza Rukirabashia was arrested and tortured. The reason, calling Museveni's son obese on Twitter. 4. Hun Sen, Cambodia, in office since 1984. Hun Sen used to be a hardcore Khmer Rouge Marxist. Once that regime collapsed, he became a state capitalist. Hun Sen commands his own private army. He sends it after any real or imagined opposition. 3. Ali Khamenei, Iran, in office since 1981. Sure, Iran is technically a republic with presidents, but its constitution grants the ultimate power to Allah. And Ayatollah Khamenei is Allah's representative, so he's literally above the law. 2. Teodoro Obiang in Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, in office since 1979.
Those are the dangerous
Obiang's uncle was president before him. Equatorial Guinea is one of the world's most miserable places.
Number 1.
In fact, the only more totalitarian state is North Korea. Obiang rules by decree and is worshipped as God. 1. Paul Biya, Cameroon, in office since 1975. Biya has ruled Cameroon for a whopping 47 years. He has purged the country of all potential rivals. Yet Biya is a recluse, rarely appearing in public. In fact, he prefers to rule from Hotel Intercontinental in Geneva. Nevertheless, Biya is supported by France. The rival separatist movement is even more violent.
Wow. That list is really well selected. Yes. Well selected list. I'm telling you. Yeah, so those are people who want to stay in power, and because of greed, they will stay there forever, all right? That's what happens. Yep. APP meeting. The APP meeting will be tomorrow. This is the meeting. Please, tomorrow, the APP meeting will be tomorrow. Please, don't forget, tomorrow, Thursday, 7 p.m., we have the APP meeting, All Ambazonian Peace Plan meeting. I know most of you will be there. Please, let's make it a date. Tomorrow. The last one was really, we had a lot of turnout. It was huge. So please, don't forget, come and join your LGA. Come and know your chairman. Come and be part of it. Come and support your LGA. Be part of this movement, okay? You see what's going on. If we don't fight, then, man, if we leave this thing like this, you want Frank Biya to be another president again for 40 years, that is what we have to fight. Because it's going to be something else, okay? So, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'll be ending here for today. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you tomorrow again for another show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being there. And God bless everyone, okay? Those watching on Facebook and YouTube, please hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, okay? Thank you very much.
You know me very well. I would have walked.
Butterflies in my belly,